morning, everybody, on this Thursday edition of the podcast. With James, I'm Brennan. It is Thursday. I always double check this. November 6th.
The 6th, 11/6, yes.
Two things with the theme that we can start the show with.
Yeah.
Snow and no snow.
That's right.
First off, I want to start with no snow because the Toy Hall of Fame class of 2025
Yes.
just got announced this morning, and snow was in the running, didn't make the cut.
Oh, man.
Three of them at the Strong National Museum of Play. They just posted this. I don't think the full announcement on some network show was going to be till
you are breaking this right
it's
now.
going to be 9:30 or so. We're 9 o'clock just after here. Battleship Slime Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, nice.
So this means snow in all forms. Snowballs, snowmen, snow angels, sledding did not make the cut.
No.
And Tickle Me Elmo, I think was another one.
Sure.
Catan, Settlers of that,
Yep.
did not make it this year
It's a
either.
fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so slime. I feel like I was more Play-Doh. I think I just did Play-Doh. I don't think I necessarily did a ton of slime, but I did some of the goose. Battleship's fun. It's always interesting to see if the person across from you is lying to you.
That is true. And there are different forms. They do my first, yes, we all played Battleship with the vessels and the military toys and everything, but we did the Star Wars version, which was cool. So you had the X-Wing, the Y-Wing, Death Star, the Force versus the good. So that was fun. But
Battleship's a very fun game.
I do love slime was created as an extension of an established chemical process.
Yeah.
When
Interesting.
sodium tetraborate, borax, combines
good.
with gum polymers, turns into a gelatinous substance that can be stretched, squeezed, broken, and then
that's cool.
ellipses, so on and so
And
on.
then you could like make a noise out of it, right? I know. Is
Yeah.
my audio kind of funny?
just seem low,
I don't know. It just seems a little off for some reason. But
little low.
you
little
can hear
off.
me.
We got it. Yeah,
You made the noise out of it. Do you remember that? You could like kind of make an air pocket and then pop it.
it's the. Or they would have the fart slime, where you could pick that up on a road trip, and that's just the pink putty inside, and kids just going.
ever gonna.
No, I'm not going to make the full noise here.
That's pretty good.
It's a family show on the pod. We could have fun with that. But yeah. And then Trivial Pursuit, which I'm surprised. I mean, that's old school game.
Yes.
It's not in just yet.
Yeah. So
Got in finally.
now that it's in, that just pretty much should just cancel out any other Trivial Pursuit games because there's so many offshoots of the Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
Varieties of kind of Jeopardy-esque type quiz games. I think we have like an NFL Trivial Pursuit, which is a fun one, but it's like super deep. It's like quarterback in 2006 with 38 passing touchdowns. It's very, very random, but that's a fun one.
That's for like big time fans and NFL fantasy guys.
There's movie ones, and there's different celebrities or famous people or politics. There's a bunch of different types of Trivial Pursuit, so that's fun.
I'm just running down some of these that have been before because they have the whole list. Transformers, My Little Pony. Trying to see if anything stands out. It's different. Nerf, Phase 10. Light Bright. They've got the giant one over the museum that you can play with.
Yeah,
the
pegs.
big pieces and
those
put
are
those
cool.
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
nice.
that's fun. That's a
This
announcement
does. Usually
today.
makes national headlines. Kind of a little bright spot on Rochester.
It does because everyone relates to it. It's just like when the Smithsonian comes out with something, or an NFL Hall of Fame, a big announcement. Everyone can.
And that's separate from the
connect with
video
that.
game Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Right. There's two separate things. They do the video game and then the toy Hall of Fame.
that is true. Yes,
right?
they are different.
So
yes.
I don't know what the release date is of that. I feel like it always comes up too fast, and I'm like, oh wait, because that's the other one that they do.
Yeah. It's always
the-
quick because we get, 6 months ahead of time, they'll say, here are the finalists. 6 months later, they're like,
Right.
here's the class. So
Yeah.
we have
They
that
basically
going on.
they do good. Their PR is good.
It's good. Listen, I mean, they've been on GMA, the Today Show.
Yes.
I forget which one was doing the live announcement. It used to be we just go over there and we'd have it, or they would just announce it. But
Right.
this was
Because it's just
it's
so
a big deal.
It's so relatable.
It is.
You know?
It is. And it does. I mean, you bring up such a good point. It feels like we do, because they are so good at their PR or whatever they do.
Yeah.
It feels like we do 4 classes a year.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do
we're,
that.
we're always covering. I'm like, wait, it's back up again?
It's already quick. So that's good. The other snow that we do have and didn't make the cut. How about some first flakes this morning?
Possible, I think, for some spots,
Yeah.
definitely. I think some areas did. As the lake effect rain moved in, it cooled down the air. and some spots, some higher elevations actually did see a little bit of a changeover from rain to snow. So I saw that in some spots, higher elevations of Mendon. You mentioned Honey Eye Falls. Rush, I think, got a little bit as well. Bloomfield there. So some of those spots recording their first flakes. We'll see. I don't think the airport recorded any, but close.
I think it was the I Love Rochester Twitter account that sent out a meme about from Game of Thrones, just saying grapple with that.
Yeah.
And then some people were saying, all right, we went from rain to some grapple to some flakes in different areas, but exciting to have. And we'll have more of that. Kind of staying alongside the weather lines. I got to talk about something yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
Afternoon. Early. So like 3 o'clock, 3:15.
Right.
Decide, you know what? We're going to run to the grocery store real quick before we go do the second school pickup. And Brooklyn and I got in the car, pull out of the garage, and I'm like, first off, the weather was nasty with the rain, the wind, all the clouds. And I was like, is it 6 o'clock?
Man.
Just how dark it was.
Felt so late.
I know. We drove into the parking lot. Am I late? Just like an hour behind? Did I do my clocks wrong?
Yeah.
And we get out of the car and we're going into Wegmans, and I'm just everyone's like huddled down. It's almost pitch black. And I'm like, it is 3:18. It was wild.
So early, incredible. And you get this whenever you get real thick cloud coverage like we had yesterday, and then rain on top of that. A low sun angle. We're coming up on our winter solstice here in about a month and a half or so. And so sunset's at 4:56. Sunrise, not bad, 6:52. You're getting good light at 6:30, really, a.m. But in the afternoon, man, by 4:30, if you have thick cloud coverage, it is dark. Same as 3:30-ish. And that, so it bottoms out at 4:35 is the earliest our sunset gets. And that's pretty much through December. When everybody's really grumpy about it. But that's what the holidays are for. I feel like half the reason we have the holidays is so we can prevent seasonal affective disorder, basically. You know, so it cheers you up. And then January, you kind of start going on in the upswing.
I am tempted because part of what can change that mood is when it's so dark in the afternoon, you can have the Christmas tree on for like so long.
Yes.
Haven't put it up yet. Yeah. And I mentioned to you when we were talking in between some of our regular day job duties this morning, I'm thinking about it this weekend.
Cross your mind.
And you said, kids, wife. And I was like, no, just me. Yeah. I brought it up twice to them. And I'm like, maybe, just maybe, because
we're there in a box.
We were driving down the road the other day and Brooklyn goes, Dad, look at Wegmans wreath.
Right.
They've got the big Christmas wreaths, holiday wreaths up on the front of the store. And when I went walking into the store yesterday, they've really made the whole change of they're going all in. There's a tiny little section for Thanksgiving. Like Halloween, the 30th, all the candy was gone. They're like done. They're moving on. Gingerbread men up everywhere. And when you walk through, there's eggnog all over the place where they try to get you to buy it before you get to the rest of the dairy section. All the festive beers, all the different cookies.
$12 eggnog that's like literally this size
from Pittsford Dairy. It's worth every dozen
crazy,
$1. Oh my gosh. They're like 8 different varieties.
You want to get your calorie count in one day in one meal? Let's do it with that.
Yeah, and maybe the fat count for 2 days on that. That's when you open it and you pour it in a glass, you can see like little teeny tiny gray and black spots. It looks like vanilla bean ice cream because it's basically what it is, and that's the vanilla in it. It's good. And we walked around to the one area, and one thing the girls like to do is the little Pillsbury pre-made cookies that are for the holiday. They put ghosts on them for Halloween, scarecrows, everything. And we came across, there's one section where they do it, and it was Grinch, Santa, reindeer, followed by peppermint mocha. Everything else is around it. And then off in this little corner, down, not facing the customer like this, but laying down flat, Brooklyn goes, turkeys. And I was like, there you go.
Okay.
And I was like, so we'll have some of that. So we'll do that.
Yeah. So for me, when I really saw it cranked up was Football Sunday. If you watched any form of football, every other commercial had some sort of holiday aspect to it. There's the sledding footage. There's the go into Lowe's to get your holiday lights. There's every other commercial was holiday. And I'm like, man, we really are blowing past Thanksgiving.
I know.
And if you watch the previous week before Halloween, there was nothing. And now it's just November 1st. It really is. If it's not in your head, it's in corporate's head.
some people, our station in Buffalo, IVB, CBS affiliate, they did a live shot one morning with a radio station there. And this was last week, maybe before Halloween or the
Yeah.
Friday of, talking about holiday music. I saw an
Yeah.
email come through at our station yesterday or a couple days ago, Sirius doing its holiday lineup, and people are just playing it now.
Man.
It used to be, it was like, are we doing this on Black Friday or just before Thanksgiving? And now
Right.
it's like November 1.
November
Let's
1.
go. We're going.
Yeah. The cat is out of the bag, as they say at this point.
It is. Do you do seasonal beers? Does that help you kind of get in the
Yes.
spirit?
Yeah.
So you have like summertime beers, fall
Yeah.
beers, Christmas beers.
I'm still doing Oktoberfest
Yeah.
for sure.
Hold on to that.
I'll still do Oktoberfest a little bit longer.
I bring this
pumpkin.
up because I passed some yesterday. It was Sam Adams or someone, I think it was a winter white spiced ale.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a Blue Moon,
Oh,
but with a
can't
spin
do it.
on the holidays.
No, give me some snow on the ground,
I drank it and I was like, all right, I'm ready.
dude. You are.
I'm done with
You're
it.
just going.
Here I am. I'm leading up to saying we're not ready to do it. And I'm like,
Yeah,
here I
yeah.
am going to put up the trees. I've got the festive
You're hitting
beers
the
and
gas
here,
pedal.
here
Well,
for it.
I can't do tree yet because we do real tree.
We have talked about that, but we're also in the process. We put a deposit down on our new flooring for the living room, and we have a front room and a living room. So we're only doing one side because we are not rich at all. And this may be a 20-year project to do
Sure.
every floor that's from carpet to
Yeah.
the wood. So we may hold off on that. Every year we do bring up the thought of, do the girls want to do a real tree? And I asked them last weekend when I was getting in the mood,
Yeah.
and they were like, Dad, we've already got trees.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I raised you right. I know it. Yes, I know it. Here I am,
It's already
trying to have
upstairs.
like
Just get
a-
out of the box.
I'm having a midlife holiday crisis of all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'm going to be listening to Mariah Carey, which I
Yeah.
never do for Christmas,
Right.
and I'm going to go for that. That was fun.
Okay, so is the project before the holidays?
We put down the deposit, and they said it should be done by the end of the year.
That's bad. You got to get that fixed, man. You got to say either before Thanksgiving or January. In my humble opinion, you can do what you want, but I would say I either want it in the next 3 weeks or not till January. Or maybe like December 5, 6, 7. You do not want that December 20.
I'd have to follow up on the text that I got from Steph because she was handling it all. We did go with a dark color. We
Yeah.
had, so you go around and you get the samples, and there are some that are small, like the piece of wood that would cover up kind of an old school home where some plugins might be on a floor or something, just like
Yeah.
a little 6-inch piece.
Yeah.
And then she came home one day, and I forget which store she went to, and she said, I had to put a deposit down on these pieces. And I was like, why? She was like, to bring them back. It's like $30 for 6 of the pieces. And she pulls them out, and they are 8 feet long, these boards sticking out of the back of her SUV.
Well, hey, you know what? You get a good. You got that'll be a good sample.
So we had them just laying around. The girls were
Right.
playing hot lava on them, jumping and not touching the floor. And and then she brought in some big square pieces that were like 3x3 that looks like the Celtics NBA floor where you piece them together square
Yes.
by square.
Sure.
And as soon as we put this one that was not completely black, but
Yeah.
dark, maybe ox blood, it's the color of a lot of shoes
Sure.
and belts.
Yeah.
And we said, that's it.
You fell
And,
in love.
Yeah. So I think it will be between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
we're
just
on the
letting
list.
you know right now, man. End of the year. That's nerve wracking because that might mean that they're getting everybody else done, and then
Yeah.
if you put everything up in the living room and get it all set up, and like, okay,
She
ready
did-
to do the floors.
She did say we may do one tree for now, not messing with that. So I've got
Yeah.
the built-in excuse to maybe not
When
have
we
to
did
go
our
do the real
kitchen,
tree.
we kind of got I remember we were planning this probably 2022 maybe. We are getting it taken care of in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Work began in the fall, and we're like, just got to get it done before the holidays. Got to get it done before the holidays, and it kept bleeding closer and closer and closer. And we're like, this needs to be done before the holidays. And luckily, it was like
You got it.
just after Thanksgiving.
That is good.
So
That is good. We'll
Red
keep
flag.
everyone posted on that. Speaking of some hardware stuff, as I was driving around thinking about the rain yesterday,
Yes.
I realized that I need some new wipers, which
Yeah,
might be one of the biggest pains in the you-know-what to actually do. Do you ever
Yeah.
have an issue with them? Like you
they're
go,
tricky.
Yes.
They are tricky.
You have to look up the, you type in your VIN number, the car, exact make and model, and they pull you up, and it's like you need 17, 21 inches, whatever it is. Here's for the front right, front left, and the back.
Right.
And you can pick them up. And whenever I do this, I either do it on Amazon or I'll just go to AutoZone or somewhere and just grab them and do it right in the parking lot. And I always think this is going to be easy. But I'm putting off doing it because the last time I did, I went to the store. Yeah. And I go, and then there's the tricky little like S hook where you have to pop it off.
Yes.
Pop one in.
It's very weird.
You don't want to break it. And I'm standing out there, and I just feel like the biggest doofus. Like I'm just like, so little of a man standing in a parking lot trying to do it. I've never gone back in to ask to say, hey, could you please come help me put my wipers on? Yeah. I almost wanted to ask Steph, can you take the car and like go to Napa or somewhere and do it one day? This is a pain.
You should, if you have like a sling or something, you know, like put on like a sling or like pretend your wrist is broken and be like, look, I would do this myself. I totally know how, but
yeah.
See, I can't.
I can't do it with my
just fake an injury.
What do I have around the house? I still have my walking boot whenever I have my stress fracture. Maybe I can say I just can't carry it. You know, I don't want to put the pressure, but I do need to get those because they've got the little spot that turns yellow when it's no good anymore or whatever.
Yeah,
so
there are a pain in the butt. And you know that like if you got it done at the shop, they would upcharge you 200%.
Oh, I know.
You know, so you just got to get the right ones.
I think when we had Steph's windshield replaced after she hit a rock, they were talking about the wipers, and I saw it, and it may have been $70 or $80 to put it in.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, these things are like $20, $25, and then just...
Right. It's a click.
But it's the labor, the labor that comes with it.
You get charged 30 minutes of labor for 30 seconds of labor.
I know. Let's get to this throwback photo you have here.
Yeah, how about this? So this is my dad just randomly just messaged me this. He must have just dug up this photo. So this is back in 2011. I've been a Broncos fan for a long time, and this is proof of that for those that think I'm a bandwagon. There's the orange hat that I'm wearing.
Got it.
So this was a 2011 Broncos-Bills game, and the Broncos got crushed 40-14 in that game.
Oh.
And it was December 24th.
Christmas Eve
game. And I was just looking at some of the stats from this game.
You got some of the names?
It was, some of the names. It was Tim Tebow versus Ryan Fitzpatrick. Willis McGahee for the Broncos. CJ Spiller was running the ball for the Bills. You had Elvis Dumervil, remember, from running back for the
all
Broncos.
These names, yes.
Is that familiar?
Wow.
Let's see. Okay, so I thought this was funny. The attendance was 45,000 at the game.
So that's
like
you got to be 10,000 shy.
2/3 maybe plus something like that. So it was probably like a blackout game. This was like a rough year for the Bills, and I mean the Broncos did all right because they had Tim Tebow. They actually made the playoffs that year. The Bills finished the year 6-10, but that was like one shining spot. So I'm at this game. Tim Tebow throws 3 interceptions, 2 of them for touchdown returns. So they're just getting crushed, and the crowd is going wild.
2 pick sixes.
Because, 2 pick sixes. The crowd's going wild because the Bills were having a bad year, right? And they were just crushing the Broncos. And I've gone to see them 5 times. They've lost every single one.
Every game.
I've never seen the Broncos win a game in the stadium.
You've seen them once in Denver?
I've seen him once in Denver. I've seen him in Cincinnati. I've seen him 3 times at the Ralph. So, yeah.
Were they all blowouts?
No, there were some of them were very close.
Yeah.
The one I saw in Cincinnati was Peyton Manning, like very close in a playoff. Or no, that was, I don't know, Olsen maybe. And then I saw Manning in Denver. So I saw like a lot of close games, but never won.
Is that the most famous athlete you've seen in person? Play.
Yeah, I went to LA and I saw Chargers game. It was the LA versus LA, and I saw Phillip Rivers. That was kind of cool. I think Dan Marino was there too, so I saw him kind of like walking around. So I've seen some famous athletes.
I'm trying to think. I've seen football. So Drew Brees is probably up there.
Sure.
I saw him a couple milestone nights. It was a Monday night game against the Lions. I forget what record it was about yards or touchdowns.
Yeah.
He did okay. And then the PGA, when it was here, some of those guys were good.
Yeah.
I've never seen Tiger Woods. I have seen Phil play back before he made his live excursion. This was years and years ago. I'm trying to think. Basketball, I Allen Iverson towards the
Nice.
end of his career.
Nice.
Durant when he was just coming. This was the Westbrook, the Thunder days when they were first making the
Sure.
playoffs. So
Yeah, I've never been to an NBA game.
NBA games are they're fun. I went to a lot when I was in Memphis because it was a fan, and this was when they were just getting going into their playoff run. So I was in college 2007 to 11. So
Yeah.
it was like Grizzlies, Thunder, Spurs.
Sure.
They were good there. So Manu, Tim Duncan,
Yeah,
them
that's-
for those
that's
teams. That was
great.
fun. NBA games when you sit way up, like you're just so far, and there's so
Yeah.
much music that's played during the game.
Really?
I coached a team at the Memphis JCC, and it was during the playoff run. We had a game on a Friday night, like early on, like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
One of the parents, players, was talking about going to the playoff game that night.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am. I had recently dislocated my shoulder practicing with some of my high school kids.
Yeah.
And we're just standing at the game. And he was a big deal guy, but he was so nice, down to earth, very
Yeah.
relatable. And he was asking people to go to the game, and I could hear it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, man.
Oh,
And then he finally, after the game, he's like, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
And I said, nothing. He's like, do you want to go to the Grizzlies Thunder game?
nice.
And I said, yes. And
Right.
I was like, what about, I was like, can I pay for the tickets? What is it? It's like,
Sure.
he's like, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, just
And so he said, here's where you go. So I go park. I walk into the arena. I have no idea where the seats are going to be.
Yeah.
And we go into a bottom bowl section of a
Uh-huh.
corner just across from the benches. And he's like, our seats are down here. And we keep walking from like row
Wow.
30, 25,
Yeah.
20, 19, 18, down to row 2.
Holy cow.
We were one row off of courtside.
That's so cool.
And he's like, yeah, this section right here is mine. Like, this is my company and everything. We've got it.
Oh, that's
and
so nice, right.
people, we'd come down. We had waiters and waitresses. That's how we did the
That's
orders.
pretty
And I'm
cool,
like,
yeah.
let me buy my chicken tender. He's like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stop. Enjoy
Funny,
the game.
yeah.
But to get around to saying that, whenever you see those guys up that close and
Yeah.
everyone is at least 6'6", and they just put their arms
Sure.
up, you wonder how they ever do any passes in the lane or get anything done.
Sure.
That was insane to see. So that was
Ginormous.
fun.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those courtside seats that you see at games, like the Knicks games, for example, it's big companies that
Mhm.
just say, I'm going to drop $1 million on this section. You give me all the tickets for every single home game to it, and I'll just dish them out as needed or sell them back
Yeah.
to you so you can sell it to somebody else.
Or it's whatever celebrity of the night. I mean, you think of
Yeah.
someone like Spike Lee who has season tickets.
Right.
His tickets might be 10, 20 grand a game,
Sure.
like for where they're sitting.
Right,
And
right.
that money is wild. And I'll see people like a regular season NBA game sitting courtside, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure it's, the equivalent of us doing 200, 300 on a ticket to go to
Yeah,
a Bills
yeah.
game or somewhere. But
Or they're
It's
a
wild.
client, or you
Yeah.
never know if, like, Kylie Jenner,
Mhm.
like famous Kardashian.
or they just want you there.
that right.
Yeah.
That's almost maybe even she's paid to sit in those seats.
Yeah.
Who knows for just the optics of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's fun. So that's a cool experience if you ever get to
Nice.
do it. We're gonna take a quick break and be back with more of the pod here on. Back here on the pod, second cup of sunrise with James. I'm Brennan on this Thursday. Well, we just talked and talked and talked. That was good. So a lot to talk about. Saw
We always have a lot to say.
saw someone in sales this morning in the hallway.
Yeah.
Said, "Hey, podcast, great job.
They like it.
I'm listening to it.
Oh,
It's a side view you don't really know." And I was like,
there you go.
"Sure. Hope you do want to know that." Yeah.
Well, we're
'cause that's
vanilla
it.
on TV, so
I know. We get to have a lot of fun here. Final
loose a
check
little
here of what we've got to come.
yeah, all over the place over the next several days. So today, that early shower did happen. It was early flakes for some. That's gone. Should we just kind of partly cloudy this afternoon? Rain late. Late's a strong word. Afternoon, 1 to 6 p.m. or so, and then quick AM shower. Saturday's not bad though. Maybe get some outdoor work done there. Sunday's the rain day, and then a quick drop in temperatures, and then here we go next week, Monday, Tuesday. We were just saying a lot of kids off on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold. Those numbers, 30s, wind chills, maybe in the 20s there. Winter jacket worthy, I think, on Tuesday before we warm up Wednesday, Thursday.
Just to run out and play with whatever is there. They'll take anything.
Stick your tongue out.
We'll have more on our broadcast at noon on Channel 8. And back here to wrap up the week with you for Second Cup of Sunrise tomorrow morning at 9.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.